Bill spends the night sleeping with his eyes bandaged. He has no idea of what's going on. When he wakes up a few hours later, he goes to the bathroom and removes the bandages to discover his eyes are just fine, but after leaving his room, he also discovers everyone around him is panicking. He looks for the doctor and finally learns what happened from him. The solar eruption left most of the population blind. Bill decides to quickly leave to go back to the labs, afraid of what is happening to the plants without supervision, and finds the city has succumbed to utter chaos. In the Trifid labs, Walter notices the lights in the sky being stronger than they should be, and he covers his face with his hood to protect his face. Everyone else in the lab including Lucy loses their eyesight, so Walter takes advantage of this to escape his cell and free the Trifids. In a plane that is flying over the city, Torrance doesn't care about the meteor shower and is sleeping through it with an eye mask on, meaning he doesn't wake up until he hears everyone panicking. The plane's going down because the pilots can't see either, but Torrance ignores all the cries for help and hides in the bathroom with a bunch of life jackets. When the plane crashes, Torrance is the only survivor and he immediately begins taking advantage of the chaos in the city to rob stores. Meanwhile, Jo wakes up with her eyesight intact because she's been underground in a subway station, which is now in ruins because of the plane crash. When she goes outside, she bumps into a mother with a kid and they realize she can see, so they begin begging for her help. Soon lots of people are surrounding Jo, trying to drag her away for their own protection, prompting Jo to get in a car and try to drive away. Unfortunately, the street is blocked by the blind crowd, allowing a cop to approach Jo and try to arrest her under some flimsy excuse to take her away. At that moment, Bill shows up looking for an authority figure and notices what's going on, so he takes advantage of the cop's blindness to take the gun from him and rescue Jo. Then the two of them run away by keeping quiet in order for the blind people not to notice them. After walking for many hours, Jo and Bill manage to reach Whitehall, but a crowd of blind people is blocking the entrance. They go through it to try to reach the guards, but communicating with them is useless because they only answer with shots. With no authority to talk to for help, Bill decides to go to the labs himself, and Jo goes with him not to be alone. The pair steals a car to reach the lab, where they discover the